Fellow Zimbabweans, comrades of the liberation struggle, and all citizens who remain committed to defending our constitution and national sovereignty, I have received what I believe to be credible intelligence from sources within the corridors of power. Sarabina mashukublanyu kwa pangwa ino na retired Skoge Mapranga, pangwa ino achiri sexually transmitted presidency and bedroom politics rocks Zimbabwe once again. Intelligence report exposes who will lead Zimbabwe after signing of CAB3. Don't subscribe or like or turn the bell icon. According to this information, President Emmerson Mnangagwa intends to sign the Constitution of Zimbabwe Amendment Number 3, CAB3, into law before resigning within 7 to 14 days. Another possibility, according to the same sources, is that he will first use the new constitutional provisions to dissolve cabinet before stepping down. If these claims prove true, this would not be constitutional reform, but a carefully orchestrated political strategy. The alleged objective is to remove General Kosano Chiwenga from the succession equation, install second Vice President Kempo Mohadi as interim president, and then use parliament to elect First Lady Auxilia as president by 31 July 2026. This allegation, if accurate, echoes the kind of succession politics that many Zimbabweans believe ended in November 2017. CAB3 has been presented to the nation as the technical constitutional amendment. However, critics argue that its timing raises serious questions if it is immediately followed by a presidential resignation and a succession process under amendment provisions. Such a move, they contend, would effectively sideline the first vice president and transfer executive power through a parliamentary process rather than a direct mandate from the people. This would not simply be about succession, it would represent what critics describe as constitutional manipulation for political and family interest. Zimbabwe's constitution was never intended to become an instrument for securing dynastic succession. It belongs to the people, not to any individual, family, or a political faction. As someone who has witnessed Zimbabwe's political history unfold over decades, I believe no leader should amend the constitution only to immediately benefit from those amendments through resignation or political maneuvering. The sacrifices made during the liberation struggle were for a democratic republic governed by constitutional principles, not for the concentration of power within a single family. I therefore call upon members of parliament, or veterans, members of the security services, civil society, and every patriotic Zimbabwean to closely scrutinize every step surrounding CAB3 and the country's succession process. History has repeatedly shown that attempts to manipulate constitutional processes for political survival often leave nations divided and unstable. Zimbabwe must never become a family enterprise. Though much developments on Pangwa on poster these leaked intelligence documents. Pangwa in a comment section methods of any more clip on each. So subscribe or like, continue to turn the bell icon.